Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister. This is the translation of the message that she sent to me. The translation reads like this. Hello, Brother Nash. How are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? So I am a pastor's wife and we are stationed here in Harare. But it all started when we were stationed deep in the villages. When they say a witch, it is quite easy when you call yourself a Christian and you say that you will be able to fight against witches. If you go into the domain of the witches, like at that time, soon after Bible school, I was like a woman that was on fire. And my husband as well, he was a man on fire. We used to believe that the power of God can conquer anything, but wait until we reached the village where we were going to be stationed. When we were in that village, then that was when this other elderly woman came. She came to me and she said that she had bought a present for me. So I accepted and I prayed for that present. When she was about to leave, according to our culture, usually you just do not let anyone walk out of the gate alone. So I accompanied her out of respect. When we were walking, she then openly told me that she was a witch. She was the biggest witch in the village, and she had came to see me like she had seen the pastor's wife who was stationed at that same village before we had gone to that village. So she wanted to tell me that in whatever that we were going to do, I was supposed to respect her, and she wanted me to join her on the other side. Brother Nashi, I started praying as I was walking back home. Even though I prayed, I immediately knew somehow in my own body that this woman, she was much more powerful than I was. That same night, I had a whistle. She was whistling and I found myself outside. I tried to scream, Jesus, Jesus, but the words did not come out. That was when I gave in, and then they made some markings on my body showing that I was now a witch. So fast forward, now that we are in Harare, to the world, I appear as if I am a dutiful, supportive woman of God standing by my husband's side as he will be leading our congregation. People look up to us as spiritual leaders, a symbol of faith and righteousness. But behind the veil of this public image, I carry a secret that is so dark, it weighs heavily on my soul. I am not just the wife of a pastor, I am also a witch in the hidden realms of the spirit world. I am a princess in the witch kingdom, in the area where I am operating from, with powers that many cannot begin to comprehend. I inherited this from that woman, and for years I have lived a double life. By day I am the humble pastor's wife, by night I enter a world where few know that it exists. One of the darkest aspects of my power is my ability to spiritually weaken my own husband. That is why that old woman wanted me on their side, because they had sensed that my husband had brought distraction upon them, distraction upon each and every shrine that was in that village. So that is why they recruited me. They were quick to recruit me before I could continue praying with my husband as we had been doing. So I have used my powers to undermine his strength, his connection to God, his ability to lead the church. When he prays for guidance or prepares for a sermon, I ensure that his spiritual energy is drained. My husband can be sitting on the couch and I'll ask him, honey, what exactly are you doing? And he'll be like, I am trying to study the word of God so that I can prepare for Sunday's sermon. Then I'll quickly rush to my bedroom. When I go into the bedroom, then I look for my charms and I lock the door and I pretend as if I am meditating, but I won't be meditating. What I'll do is that I will take some of the clothes that I use when I go around bewitching people. So I have this other black garment and I remove all of my clothes and I wear that black garment. My husband all this time, he will be thinking that my wife is busy praying, but I won't be praying. I'll be kneeling down as I'll be whispering some incantations, making sure that when he is trying to prepare for the sermon, then his spiritual energy will be drained, and I would have bound him to a spiritual weakness that he cannot even understand, and I would have done so out of this spirit of witchcraft that causes me to have jealousy and a desire to control his destiny. And when I return back to the living room, or if it happens that I would have found him in his study room trying to study the Bible, later on I'll return back to him and I'll be like, so how is it going, my love? Have you found what you are going to preach about next Sunday? Sometimes I'll find out that you will be sleeping, busy snoring, then I would laugh. People, they say that laughter is the best medicine, but even in our world, laughter is a meaning. Like there is this other type of a laughter which has a meaning in our world of witchcraft. So I do not want him to succeed, because I am scared that if my husband succeed, then I won't be able to maintain control over him. The church members, they don't even know that this is what the pastor's wife does. I am the one who has been holding our church backwards. Our church is not big and our church is not small. It is just there. It is a lukewarm church that is not going anywhere. It is all because of me. I influence other pastors' wives, even though some of them, I cannot make them to become witches as I am. But there is a way that I can try to influence them. When I influence them, then sometimes when their husbands are busy preparing for a sermon or just reading the Bible, you will see the pastor's wife now developing a nasty attitude such that it will hurt a husband. The moment that they will start to quarrel, then I know that the spirit of witchcraft, it would have found a place to stay in their home. The pastor will stop reading the Bible. Less and less you will be reading the Bible. So my powers, they go beyond that. I even possess a hyena. So this hyena, Brother Nashi, I use it when we are flying. We go out to bewitch people. Some of my friends, they have snakes. Some of them, they use birds. But as for me, somehow, this hyena chose me. So I get on top of its back. With this hyena, I can travel distance and entering into people's homes, attacking souls, and carrying out my work as a witch. Many of their unexplained misfortunes, it will be all because of me. In my community, there are people that are always complaining of bad luck, and it is because of my actions. I have used my position as a pastor's wife to cover up for myself, hiding my true nature behind the church's walls. No one suspects that I could be the source of their spiritual battles, their suffering, or of the darkness that has touched their lives. They see me as a woman of prayer, but I know the truth. I am the very thing that I pray against this. I confess this because the weight of my actions has become too much for me to bear. I have lived in this darkness for too long, but I am not yet ready to step away from the throne that I hold in the witch kingdom, and I am not ready to release this hyena that was given to me. This hyena binds me to the evil, and I can't find myself asking God for forgiveness, because I'll make the other spirits that travel with me to be angry. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.